Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Applause Training on Linux Basics and Shell Scripting. So we have started with the second chapter. So let us open that, and then of course that is the file utilities. So let us see the outline, and then we'll see the contents, and then we'll go with as usual. We'll go with the samples and all. Then we will cross check the material, whether we have missed anything on that, like that. Okay, so change file accessing rights. Okay, here we need to change the slide. So not only change mode, you need to, okay, so this is the TOC. So we need to change the TOC to have this, not only the change mode, it has change owner, change group, and then umask, all the things. Okay, then we need to add in that. Okay, so uh, let me keep a note on that. Okay, then we'll go to the second chapter, file utilities. Okay, so before we go, like as usual, you know this particular thing about us, like contact information, email and phone. Okay, so uh, let us start with the today's contents. So today's contents is no file access rights actually. Okay, so changing file access rights, symbolic and absolute mode. Okay, so here we are updated change mode, change owner, change group and umask. Okay, so this is the topic for today's session actually. Okay, so let me minimize this, and once we have done, we'll cross check that one. Okay, so we will open terminal for this. Okay, so let us resize. Let us resize. Give me a minute. Okay, so now let us open the notes, so that we will uh, have notes, so that anything is there, we'll write into that. So okay, so session 2. So this one will be you. Okay, so like now, whatever the like change permissions or change mode or permissions and users and all. Okay, so this is very important one actually. But no, people will take very easily, like means no change mode, directly you would have seen that one, change mode 777 or something like that. And then no, they may say, some you would have seen a couple of places, something like plus x and then whatever the file name. Okay, or they would have used something like this 777, whatever the file name. So it is like, no, there's so much meaning behind this. That's what we are going to discuss in today's session. It no, it is very important, but people will override that one only with these two commands. So if you just do this particular thing without any knowledge, yes, you can do that one, so your job is done. But you should know what you are doing actually, so that is the intention. So if you want to know what you are doing, this is the session for you. What are the users will get the permissions, how you need to change, why we need to use 777, and so many things are there actually. Okay, so in this one we'll see in the today's session. Okay, so let us start with actually. So now we'll go to home applause. Okay, so we go to the Linux samples. Okay, so let us create test whatever the no, what is that we have given in this file access rights, right? Okay, so I'll say that one, access test access rights. Okay, so let me minimize these. Okay, file access rights. So I just say file access rights. It may be big file name, but it's fine. Okay, so because you're not going to enter no all the letters, so I just say cd test access rights. Okay, so up to test, if you give te and say tab, it will only give up to test, because it is conflict which one it has to go. Now you just say a and another tab, it will automatically take you to that particular directory. Okay, so now you know that one, there are no files from that. Okay, so let us copy no this from the Linux samples actually. Okay, so we are in the test access rights. So let us copy F1, F2, F3. Okay, or you can create with gedit or vi, whatever way you wish. Okay, so let us do maybe I'll say whatever v1 file1 dot text. Okay, so this is not a big deal actually. This is f1 dot text in test axis rights directory. Okay, so I'll just say cp f1 dot to f2 dot text actually. Okay, so now I'll just open, this is f2 dot text. Okay, in text access directory, I'll just copy that f2 to f3. Okay, so now I'll just say f3 dot text. So you can copy also. Okay, so whatever you feel comfortable you can do. So you should you may be knowing, so just cp dot dot, let us assume I'll copy CA4 actually. I just say dot current directory. So this is this way also you can copy from like no previous directory. So this is the source, this is the destination. Where is the source? Source is in the parent directory, and what file you want to copy. So f4.txt, where you want to copy current working directory. Dot is current working directory. So this is other way of doing. So you can so earlier we used like no, we were there in the like no source and we copied to destination. Now we are in the destination, we are copying from source. So either way you can do. Okay, so now let us proceed with our like no change file access rights. Okay, so now if you see this particular thing ls minus l, these are the access rights we have discussed, but we have just like no briefed. This is the access rights, but what it means actually. Okay, so this is user or owner, this is group, this is others. That's what they mean to say. Okay, so if you see this thing, so this is user or owner, then group and others, and third one is others actually. Okay, so this is like no means three people. It is the access rights for the three like no three parts actually. So means what? Now let us assume I am Applause user, then I am the owner, both are same. But let us assume you are another user, maybe some like no some other user, maybe guest. So for if let us assume you log into the guest and you came to home Applause, then you will become like no either others or group. Okay, when you will have in the group, if you are both are in the same group, then this is the group actually. Okay, but if you are different, then that is the others. Okay, so that is the meaning of user, group and others. We will experiment with same user or owner. If you experiment this one, it will applicable for the group and others, it will be applicable. Okay, so we'll experiment this particular one. So what do you mean by R? R stands for read, W stands for write, read, write, execute. E stands for execute. Okay, so this is a normal file actually. So this same file permissions will be there for the like no. Let us assume I go to here. I just say ls minus l. Like no, just ls minus l. If you see this particular one, so you have the like test access rights or whatever the directories. Directories also have the permission. So if you see this one, read, write, execute, read, write, execute, read minus execute. Minus means no write permission. So if you see this f1.txt, it doesn't have execute permission actually. So but both are same. So directories also will have the permissions, and then files also will have the permissions. What is the difference? Okay, we'll that one we'll see in a little later. So as of now we'll see only the files. Let me clear the screen, Control L. Now we are here, Linux samples. Okay, I don't want to be in the Linux samples. We'll go to test access rights. Okay, so now I am in the test access rights. Okay, I have this one. Okay, now let us assume I say cat f1.txt actually. Okay, you are able to see that particular one. Okay, now ls minus this one, you are able to see that particular one. Now I say vi, you are able to see this one. Okay, so this is the, because this one we are able to display. Why? Because you have the read permission, and this one you can modify the file actually. Okay, so let us assume this is second line or next line. Okay, so you can modify this file actually. Okay, so if you see this one, now it is modified. Means what? You need, if you have this write permission, then only you can do. And execute permission. So what the execute permission, it is not applicable to f1.txt because this is a normal text file. So if it is a executable file, or if you're writing a script file or Python file, whatever the script may be, bash script or Python script or any script, or it may be C executable, then it will come into picture. As of now, just to hold on that, we will see that one in a moment after this. So means what, you have read permission, you have write permission. That's what you are able to do this cat, and you are able to view and modify. Okay, so you can change this particular thing. That's what the change mode or change permissions actually. So you can do in the both ways. This is called the symbolic way. So one is symbolic mode, so this is with symbols actually. Another one is absolute mode. Okay, absolute is with numeric actually, so numbers will represent. For reading is 4, like that. Okay, so we'll come to that actually. So symbolic mode. So for this symbol mode, you have something like this. U is for user or owner. Okay, so I'll say that one, not U or O. So user or owner, but the symbol taken is U only. G is for group, O is for other, R is for read, W is for write, X is for execute. Like if you want all the three at once, let us assume I want to remove all execute permission for all the three. Then I cannot, you can say U minus X, G minus X, O minus X. Okay, but you can do in it one shot A. A means all actually. And it is, you have symbol plus, you have symbol minus. Means plus means adding a permission, minus means removing a permission. Okay, so let us check on that. Okay, so as you are aware, we have, so I say f1.text. Now you can see cat f1.text, you are able to see, and then f1.text you are able to write. You already know that particular one. So now let us assume we will remove this particular read permission actually, okay, to this file. So I say change mode. For whom I need to remove? I need to remove only for user or owner, nothing but you. What I need to remove? I need to remove or I need to add? I need to remove. So minus. What I need to remove? Read permission. I say user minus R. To whom I need to remove? F1.text. Okay, so I'll say like this actually. Now if I say ls minus l f1.text, you can see here read permission not there, write permission is there. Nobody will give write permission without read permission. It is meaningless, but we are just seeing as per our understanding actually. So I say f1.text. Okay, so you can see this one, permission denied. You cannot see your own file, your own created file, because you don't have the permission. So let us check with f1.write. Okay, permission denied. So that is the thing, means you have the permission, then only you are able to see or you are able to modify. But like no, since you don't have permission, you cannot even see your own file actually. Okay, so let us revert back actually. So I'll say like no, I will give the read permission. Okay, so now I will execute, I will check my contents. Now it is available, and I will see that one, it is available. Okay, so now you know that one, what do you mean by read permission. Let us go check with the write permission actually. I say f1, maybe f1 only we will see. Okay, now I will remove the write permission. So you know that one, user or owner I need to remove, so minus, and then to whom, f1.text. Okay, so if you see this particular one, okay, I say cat f1.text. So since you have the, so before doing that, let us check the permissions. Now you can see minus means there is no like no write permission, and you know the first symbol is for the file thing. So it is minus means a ordinary file. Okay, so now you have seen this one, there is no write permission, means what, you have the read permission. Okay, this is possible. One can have a read permission and don't have a write permission, that is valid. But nobody will have write permission, no read permission. That is for our understanding, we have just made like that. Okay, so in real scenario, please never use like that. And if you use, please don't tell like no, applause training told like this. So just on a lighter note. Okay, so please don't use, just write only, no read. That is nobody will do. Okay, so but this case you can do. Okay, so let us check on that. Okay, so cat f1.text, I say now I displayed this particular one. So because I have a read permission, now let us go check and try to like no, if you observe this one, it is read only actually. I cannot modify. Let us try to modify actually. So let us try to modify. This is like no modification, something I'm writing. Okay, I'll just say I will try to modify. It will not allow actually. Okay, it will not allow. Okay, so but like no, w exclamatory we have given, it is allowed. Why? Because since you are the owner and you are overwriting that one, but you should not like no, you cannot do that one if you are not owner. So this permissions is for other people to safeguard other people from your thing, or to safeguard other one from you, either ways actually. Okay, but since this is our file, we can override, but generally speaking you cannot do, because if I am another, I just say if I am another user, you cannot do. Even with override also it will say permission denied. Okay, so that's what this particular one, read and write. So now let us revert back, this, I will add the write permission. Okay, so now ls minus cell f1 dot text. Okay, so since it is not given the write permission, I have quit without saving. Actually I did with quit without saving, so you should remember that quit without saving you can do, you can exit from that file without saving. Okay, now, so now what we are trying to do. Okay, so now we have reverted back and we will cross check whether we can do that. That's like no this is modification I have overwritten, because since we are the owner actually. Okay, so but usually if two real users, one applause and another user tries to do, they cannot do actually. Okay, but here since we are the owner, we have overwritten, but generally if you overwritten, if another user, you cannot do that actually. Okay, so that is the write permission. So write permission, that's what we seen, and we can experiment again. So I say change mode user minus write. Okay, so I say f1 dot write. Okay, something, not only writing, deleting also actually. Okay, so I say w, it will not allow, so that's what I will say, quit without saving. Okay, like this, I will do, and then I will revert back, you know that one, because it is not allowed. Okay, so let me cat, it will be same. Okay, so now let us revert back, and then whatever cat I will say. So file, so since it is reading, both will be same. Okay, writing only problem. So now I am able to edit this particular one. Okay, so now I say I've edited, means I have removed. So that is the read permission and write permission, and we will see the execute permission actually. Okay, so for execute permission, what we can do. Okay, so execute permission, two things actually. Okay, so let us assume we'll do in both the ways. So let us assume I give one file actually. Okay, maybe I say sample script.sh. Okay, so now before doing, we'll just say which bash. Okay, so bin bash. Okay, so now I just open sample script.sh. Okay, so this one we will see more in the shell scripting actually. In the shell scripting chapter, we will see in detailed in the shell scripting thing. As of now, just remember, whenever you are doing that one, .sh file is nothing but a shell script file. Okay, so I just say sample script.sh. You may be asking what is shell script file. So shell script file is as of now, whatever commands you executed on the terminal, you can execute from the shell. That's what you just understand as of now actually. Okay, so now I just say first one should be bin bash, and this is the shell name what we are trying to do. These details we'll see in the whatever the uh, shell scripting chapter actually. Okay, so I am trying to do these things. Let us assume I want to do these things every 5 minutes, right now. So in that case, you cannot come to the terminal and every 5 minutes you will do, you will write in a script actually. So you will do this execute, and then you will use a while loop and check the time, and then after that many seconds you will do that particular one. Okay, so that we will see in the shell scripting. Okay, so now if you see this one, cat sample script.sh. So this is the script. Okay, I given this one, I need to execute this actually. Okay, so that is the execute permission. Okay, so now before executing, so let us see whatever the permissions actually. So there is no difference, there is no difference between these permissions, because shell don't know that one, this is a special file. Even though you have given extension as .sh, it cannot recognize that is the shell file and it will change the permission. You need to have X for this to execute this. But without executing, let us check on that actually. Okay, what it will say. So if I say something like this, because dot directory permission denied, it will say. Okay, why? Because there is no execute permission. Now let us take that u plus x and then sample script.sh. Okay, now if I say ls minus l sample script only I am displaying instead of displaying all 5 files. Now you can see change the color, as well as it now has the X, this one, execute permissions. Okay, so let us run this one. Okay, so if you run this one, it given the 3 commands. So it executed ls, it given you present working directory, it given you the date actually. Okay, so all the things it is as of now you need to see. Okay, as of now it will be executing the commands whatever you executed on the command line into the shell script, but there is too much, like no, very much more than that actually. As of now we are seeing only that. There is very much more than that in the actual thing. Okay, we'll see that one in the shell script. Okay, so now we have seen read, write, execute, right? So we have seen the read, write, execute. Now execute is a, for shell scripting we have seen, which you need to explicitly change that particular one. But yeah, automatically in some cases it will do automatically. Okay, so now we will just write a sample C program. Okay, don't worry, like we are not going to write any big C program, just a hello world program. So I just say like no hash include so stdio.h. So I'm just writing just a C program to just say hello world, nothing else actually. Hello world. Okay, so new line. Okay, return 0 and this one. Okay, so now if you see this particular one, ls minus l, maybe I say ls minus l. So if I compile this file, automatically a.out file will be generated actually. So now if I say gcc hello world.c, if everything is right, then it will generate a.out file. You can check here actually. So it is generated. Now this file will have the execute permission if you observe that. So in this .c, it will automatically not only see, it may be whatever the cpp and then java files, whatever, it will automatically get that execution permission, then only it will execute actually. But in the normal script file you need to explicitly give the permission. If you don't give the permission, there is other way, but as of now you, this is the better way actually, that we will see in the shell scripting without changing permission. How you can do that, we can do in the shell scripting. So now I hope you understood read, write, execute permission for normal files. So let us execute this. A.out. A is current directory. Dot out is A.out. Assembler, output from assembler. Okay, so that is a detailed thing. So it's not scope in our scope. Okay, so here it is printing. So our scope is to say that one A.out automatically will have the execute permission. So we have seen now this read, write, execute permission for a normal file. Okay, with a symbolic mode actually. Okay, same thing will apply for the whatever the absolute mode actually. Okay, so what is this absolute mode? So let us go with the absolute mode, then we will see for the directories, or we'll check for the directories first of all, then we will see absolute mode. Okay, so now we have seen like read, write permission for the normal file. Okay, so that's what we have seen. Now we will see for directory actually. Okay, so let us take a directory and check on that. Okay, so I will create one file, something temp. I'll create a temp. Okay, so I'll just say temp. Okay, so now let us create a file. Okay, vi f1.text. This is f1.text from temp file, temp directory. Okay, so and then I will take another one also, f2.text. Okay, this we may not use, but let us just take that one. Okay, I just copied that. Okay, now I have temp1, temp2. Okay, so now I'll go here and I say ls minus l. So let us clear the screen and just say ls minus l. Now in the temp you can see this one, I given the read, write, like no, this is the, we are the owner, right? So like whatever the applause and id, so we are the owner, right? So this is the owner, so whoever logged in, that is the id, and who created this one. Okay, both are same in our case. Even both are same, if you change the permissions it will not work. Okay, so now directory. Okay, directory has read, write, execute permission actually. Okay, so let us remove the read permission for the directory. Okay, now I say change mode u minus read. Okay, So before that, actually, what we will do, like no, ls temp I will say. Okay, ls temp we are telling. So whenever I say ls temp, it is able to display the file actually. Okay, so that's what this particular one, it is able to display. And whenever I go cd temp I can do, and then I can say ls. Okay, either way. Okay, so now let us check on that actually. Okay, so now I just say ls minus l. I want only like no temp I will say. So it will give these files. Let us assume you don't want like that actually, you want directory permissions to see. Okay, then you can see ls minus d for directory. Okay, so you can just give check on the directory only, so to check on the permissions. If you don't give d, it will give the contents of that particular directory. Okay, now okay, so let us remove the uh, read permission for this directory actually. So I say user mode u minus r temp. Okay, so you know that one. Before doing, I just say ls temp. Okay, and then whatever, this is enough. Okay, so now let us remove whatever, change mode u minus read temp. Okay, now if you just see that permissions, you can see here read is not there. So now let us say whatever ls temp. Okay, now if you see this one ls temp, you cannot even see the files actually. Okay, you cannot see the files, but just go to the cd temp. Okay, and say this one ls, both are same. Okay, it will allow to go to the directory, but it is not allowing to see the files actually. So that's what the read permission. Read is a file, like no, read means contents you are not able to see. But what are the contents of directory? Files are the contents of the directory. Okay, means the files information you cannot see. So that is the difference between the read permissions for a normal file, for a normal directory actually. Okay, so let us revert back. Okay, I go to the normal, whatever the previous one, test access rights. Now whatever ls minus ld temp. Okay, you know that one, read permission is not there, revert back. So now I say change mode u plus r, and then temp. Okay, now I say ls temp, it will allow. Okay, so that is the read permission. Now we will see like no write permission. What is this write permission actually? Okay, so before this write permission, now you say this one, and I can say touch, or I can create any file. You already know that one. Okay, so I say it created the file. So let me remove that file. Okay, now I have two files. Okay, let us try to create the file actually. Okay, so test access right ld temp. Okay, let us clear on that. Okay, now I will remove the write permission for the temp actually. Okay, so I say something like that, u minus w. Okay, let us cross check that you don't have write permission. Now we'll go to this temp and say ls. As you expected, you can see the files, there is no problem. But try to create the file. Okay, so I say touch f3.txt. You cannot create because there is no permission. Even your own, you are the owner of this, but still you don't have the permission. Okay, so that is the thing, right? Okay, so let us go revert, and then let us go back and revert to the right permission. Okay, then if you check that particular one. Okay, so maybe I will say here only touch temp f3.txt. It will able to create actually. Okay, so that's what, maybe ls temp, you know that one, it has done. Okay, because you have reverted back the right permissions. Okay, so let us check on that permissions. Now you can see right permission. Now what is execute permission actually? Okay, what is execute permission? Okay, so now let us assume you know that one, you are in the test access rights. You can go to the cd temp, and you are telling ls actually. Okay, means ideally you are doing the cd, means change directory you are able to do. Okay, so let me remove the permissions, and we will see execute then temp. Okay, now check on this particular thing, you don't have the execute permission. Okay, so now we'll try to go to the cd temp actually. Now you see the wonder, the permission denied. You cannot go to the directory actually. Okay, so even if you say ls temp, you just have the information, but permission denied, it is telling actually cannot access. At least you'll know that. So if you remove read and remove execute, remove write, then you cannot do any of the thing. So what is the summary here? For file, read means you cannot read, means you cannot do cat, you cannot do va. Okay, what you can, what is mean by write? You cannot modify the file. What do you mean by execute? So that is for executable file, so it is maybe shell script or the executable file, so that is for a normal file. So for directory, what is read? Read is nothing but like no listing the contents. Okay, so for directory, read means listing contents, write means, write means modify or creating files in the directory, in the directory. Okay, not only files, you can be directories also, you cannot create actually. Right means not only touch, you cannot do make directory also. Okay, so execute means even you cannot cannot do. Execute means to cd change directory. Okay, so to change directory, change directory. Okay, so this is the summary. So if you don't have read permission, you cannot do ls of this. If you don't have write permission, you cannot create any file or modify any file from that. And if you don't have the execute permission, even you cannot go to the directory, go to that particular directory. So that is the access rights, read, write, execute for a normal file, normal and a directory. So I hope you got it. Otherwise like no, you can experiment on that, then you will be able to understand this one. Okay, so now we have seen read, write, execute for normal file, and then for the directory. Okay, now we will see with the absolute mode actually. So we will not see much on the absolute mode. I'll show you one, and remaining thing you can experiment as we did for the symbolic mode. So absolute mode, like no, so here read, for read it will be 4. Okay, for write it will be 2. Okay, and for execute it will be 1. Okay, so if you want all the things actually, so if you want to give all permissions, 4 plus 2 plus 1, 7. That's what whenever you see that one, they are blindly giving all permissions for like no, all permissions for any file name or directory name like that actually, but we should not do that. Okay, so now let us check. Okay, so let us check uh, that one for normal file. So I say same f1.text we will see. Okay, so now if you see this one, this has 6 only. Okay, don't make it 7, let you keep 6 and then 6 and then 4. This is the default permission. So default what it has given, 664 for the normal file. So if you see that one 77, so what is that directory it has given? If you give, if it is given like no file, same it will not give to the directory, it is given by default. Of course execute we need to like no u plus x temp we need to do. So we have to revert back actually, we have not reverted back this temp, right? So we are not reverted back. Okay, so let us revert back before we proceed. So u plus x temp. Okay, so now if you see this one, okay, so if you see this one 775. Okay, so this is for the directory default permission it has given. Okay, so there is some significance why it give this particular thing, that we will come to the minute. Okay, so as of now what you want actually, so let us assume I take f1.text. Okay, I don't want read permission for this actually, I want to remove. Means what, I need to have only 4 for 1 for this and 6 for this and then 4 for this. As I already told, nobody will give permission like this, just we are doing for to understand. So I say 1 and then 6 and then 4. Okay, so this is like no user group and others I am not disturbing, I am only changing for user. So I hope you know the effect if you are blindly doing 777. So you are the user and you are something, assume that you are working in a big project, and then you are just randomly doing that, then it may create lot many problems also. So assume that the project is freezed, I should not change that permission. And if you change the permission, automatically scripts and everything will run actually. So in the project, real project, never do this one 777 like that. So that is the significance. So if you want to like no, if you're working the real project, never do like this like no say change mode 777, but you can do systematically. So if you want to remove the permission, remove, add, like that actually. Okay, so let us revert back, like no, let us do this change mode 14164. Okay, so now if you see this one, I have removed. Okay, like no, sorry, this is, I don't want one, right? I want only right, means two. Okay, so this is the problem. That's what, this is the problem with the like no absolute mode. You need to calculate exactly numbers, and then we added something, then it will change the permission actually. Okay, so we want only write, and there is no execute for this actually. So see, blindly we have given execute, which is wrong actually. Okay, so we have 664, we need to remove 4. Remove 4 means 6 minus 4 is 2, so 264 actually. Okay, so that's what. Now I say cat f1 dot text, you know that one, permission denied. Okay, so let us revert back to that change mode 664. Okay, so same thing, f1 dot text. Now I say cat, then it will show that one. So now like no change mode, let us try right, removing the right actually. Okay, so let us check on this f1 dot text after the modification. Now I want to remove the write permission actually, means I want only read. I say change mode, for user I want only read, so 4, and this one I want to retain whatever it is there earlier. So for group it is 6, and then for others it is 4. Okay, so that's what I want to retain. So you need to calculate every time 4 plus 1 plus 2, like that. So instead of that, never use this absolute mode. Better use symbolic mode actually. Okay, so change mode 6464. Okay, now if I open this f1 dot text, you can see here I cannot like no, I cannot uh, modify actually. So I say w, it cannot modify. Okay, so I am quit with, I am doing quit without saving. Okay, so I say 664 just to revert back. You know that one executable file is also same thing actually. Okay, so I say ls minus l sample script. So let me remove this. So let me give only whatever this permission 6, 6, and then 4 for sample script. Okay, so now if I run, it will not allow that particular one. Okay, so you know that one permission denied. But if you make that one 764, now you do this one, you can run that particular one. So I have quickly shown you the for file read, write, and execute permission. Okay, so that's what we have seen, read, write, execute permission for normal file, nor directory you can see for the same thing actually, same. Okay, so it is nothing, but you need to change to the directory, that's it actually. Okay, so you can experiment on that. Okay, so now like now change mode permission we have seen, with the symbolic mode we have seen absolute mode. Okay, we have seen, not seen a actually. A means all. Okay, so let us assume I take whatever ls minus ld temp. Okay, so let us assume I want to remove all execute permission for this temp actually. Means I don't want, I want to freeze this directory. I don't want anyone to see this particular thing. Okay, so I say change mode a minus x. So that's what I say temp. Okay, so if you see this one, now you know that one for all it is removed actually. Okay, so I say cd temp, it will not allow, as you know that particular one. Okay, so now that is the significance of a, means you are doing for everything actually. Okay, so now if you see this one, you have this. But let us assume you want only for like user and group and others, you want to remove the permission. Now you can say group minus like no x, and others minus x, and then I can say temp. Okay, so if you see this particular one, you can observe this group, it is x permission is removed, and others it is removed, but remaining one it has. Okay, so like this you can do that one. So I am reverting back. Okay, so I hope you know that one. If you want to give only for user, you add plus remove minus, and if you want to give group, user, or others, you can say with comma separated, you can write that. And then if you want all at a time, user, group, others, you can say a, and like that you can do symbolic mode. Better practice on the symbolic mode, don't go to the absolute mode. Okay, so if you already script is there and if you want to understand, then that is different story, you can do that. Okay, now the big question is why it is file is given 664 while 775, why it is given. Okay, for directory. So very simple reason. So you know that one 777 is the default thing, means 4 for read, write, and then execute. Okay, so this is the default one. Okay, so now if you take this particular one, this is the default one. Okay, so it will subtract execute permission for normal file. Okay, so for normal file, it will say that one, it will just write no, like it will not give the execute permission, because why you need a normal text file, why you need a execute permission? That's what it will subtract 111, which is nothing but 664. And if you want to get 664, it has to subtract what, it has to subtract 002, right? 002, if it is, then only you will get 664. Okay, okay, so just alignment issue. Hmm. Okay, now 664. What is this 002? Okay, that is nothing but umask actually. Okay, user mask. If I see this one umask, then that is 002. In some cases, it may be 0022. So what is the first zero will signify? First zero signifies the octal number actually. So this is an octal number, because 7 is enough. 7 means octal number. Octal number means 0 to 7 is enough. 0, if you say that one, no permissions actually. So you can also say 0. So if I say like, let us assume the f1.text. So I say change mode, whatever the 0 f1.text. Okay, so you can see this particular one, nothing permission it has actually, all that thing gone. Okay, you cannot do like, you cannot open the file, you cannot write the file, you cannot do anything actually. That, but nobody will give like that, but it is 0 is like that. And 1 means you know that one, only execute permission. 2 means what, only write permission. 4 means what, like no, write permission. So I will write here 0 no permissions, 1 only read, write, execute. Okay, 2 means write, 3 means so write plus execute, 4 means read, 5 means 3 plus 2. Okay, so 5 means 4 plus 1. 4 plus means write plus read plus execute. Like that it will give. 6 means what, 4 plus 2. 4 means what, write plus 2. 2 means what, read. Okay, so read, write. So read is 4, write is 2. Okay, so read is 4, write is 2. Okay, so like this actually, read plus this one 4, and then 7 means all. So read plus write plus execute. Like that it will be only 7 permissions needed actually. That's what this particular octal number. So that is the first 0. Okay, and then this is for user, this is for owner, this is for others. Okay, so that's what you must. And if you take a directory, directory will be directory needs write permission, right? Directory needs write permission. Why? Because you need to go to the directory. Okay, so that's what it will not subtract anything. That will be 777 only, but it will subtract 002, because that is whatever the umask actually. Okay, so umask, that's what it will be, 775. Okay, so that's what it will be, directory 775, file will be 664. So if you see this one, this much of detail is there behind this actually. Okay, so that's what, like, no, let us revert back, change mode 664 for f1.text. Okay, so revert back 664. Okay, so okay, so instead of 664, maybe I will just say, okay, so okay, I say change mode 0 f1.text. So better you do this one with the like no symbolic mode actually. So how you will do change mode? So for user you need to give write and read and write. So for both you need to give. Okay, so for others you need to give only read. Okay, so that's what you can do, f1.text. Okay, instead of 664 I am doing like this actually, both are same. So user group read write I have given, and others I have given only read permission. Okay, you can explore on this actually. So that's what we have done with whatever the read, write, execute, and then this particular one, symbolic mode, absolute mode for file and directory. So if you see this one, this much of thing is there behind this. So please go through this and let us cross check whether we have covered the entire thing. Okay, so file utilities. Okay, so let us check on that. Okay, so this one, standard output redirection we have seen. Okay, so read, write, execute, this you can go through that what it means. Okay, and then you know that one, each file permission, the first character denotes the type of the file. Yeah, permission for user or owner, both are this one, both. Some people will say owner also. Group others, you can have decimal equivalents of above number. Okay, so that's what that particular one. X is sufficient to execute binaries, okay, required for shell script. So this you can go through that particular one. Okay, you can remove a file if you don't have w access to, you can remove a file even if you don't have write access to file. Okay, so you can just go through whatever we have seen. That's what that particular one. And you can see here readable and writable for file owner, this one, and only readable for others. Okay, so others means group and others actually. Okay, so you can check on that. So two formats, octal format or symbolic format, you know that one, 4 2 1, and then it will be given. Okay, so this is nothing different. Okay, now change mode. Okay, if you want to change multiple file, you can just say minus R actually. Okay, so minus R recursive, it will change, give whatever all. So A means all, read permission, then whatever the X, like no, what is this X? Already executable. Okay, so already executable, you're given the read permission actually. That's what you are telling. Okay, so now you have something called sticky bit actually. So this particular sticky bit means it will allow, like let us assume take a temp directory, it will allow everyone to modify that particular one, particular file. Okay, so in that case, if you make it sticky bit, whoever the owner, then only he can delete the file, otherwise he cannot delete the file. Okay, so let us check on that actually. Let us check on that. This is very interesting one. Okay, so now, okay, for that I need another user. Okay, let us check another user, what is there in the system. Get entry, get entry. Okay, entry we need to give. Okay, so to know what are the users actually, you need to see etc password actually. So you have this etc password. So in my case, if you see shift G, if you come, these are the default given actually. So if you from 1000 is the actual users, this is for the system to execute actually. This is default for the system to execute from the 1000 normal users actually. Okay, so if I say that one, okay, I have one user critic, so let us check on that actually. Okay, so now let me go to the temp directory. Okay, okay, so you can also say get ent password. Okay, so if you see this one, it will give the list actually instead of going to etc password. If you don't remember etc password, you can do like that. Okay, so let me go to the temp directory. Let us create a test. Okay, so I say I go to test directory. Okay, so let us create three files actually, f1.txt, f2.txt, something, two files also enough actually. So I say L1. Okay, now let us open another terminal. Now another terminal, but I need whatever another user. So here in our case, one user is there with name critic. So just I went to that and I say id, this is critic. Okay, so now I will go to the temp directory. Okay, so now I say test. Okay, so now if you see this one, I will remove f1.txt actually. Now if you see this one, f1.txt cannot remove f1.txt actually. Okay, so permission denied. Okay, okay, normal user. Okay, so let us go back to that. Maybe I have the ubuntu system. Let's check on this. Password. Okay, so now let me go to this temp directory. Okay, test. Okay, so now let us assume I take whatever the in this test, right? Okay, so let us try to remove this file. Okay, cannot remove, permission denied. Okay, maybe I'll give this, we will see what do you mean by sudo and all in the permissions. So now I am able to remove actually. Okay, so now let us make this one as whatever the let us make this thing as a sticky bit actually. Okay, so now change mode u plus maybe I'll give sticky bit for everyone, right? A plus or sticky bit. Okay, So for a plus I will give for all, because I am going with another user, right? So a plus t, sticky bit is a plus t, a plus t, then whatever the test directory. Okay, so now if you give whatever this sticky bit I am telling actually. Now let us try to remove f2. If f2 works, oh, it is working that. Okay, so not for the test directory maybe. Okay, okay, in the, okay, so let me check on this temp directory. Okay, so let us remove a plus t, right? A minus t, a plus t, whatever. Okay, so let us check on that. A plus t temp. Okay, so let us check on that. Mm, change mode, a plus t temp. Okay, operation not permitted. Okay, so we have some issue here. Okay, so we can discuss this one in the next session. So we have some problem in the this particular sticky bit. We can explore, or meantime I will discuss this one in the next session. Okay, so this sticky bit. So now we'll go to whatever the owner, group, and others actually. Okay, so let us see whatever the owner, group, and others. Okay, so you can change the owner, you can change the group, you can change whatever like no, both at the same time actually. Okay, so are recursively, minus r is recursive. Okay, so we will just test whatever. So I say linux samples. Okay. Mm, okay, I need some super user thing to change this particular one. Okay, so I say test axis rights. Okay, so now let us assume ls minus 1 f1 dot text we will try to see. Okay, so I say change mode, change ownership, right? Change owner. Let us assume we have the critic, right? So then f1 dot text, it will not allow because a normal user cannot do that. Okay, so now I am having the super user here. Ubuntu is the super user here. So then we will see this one in the super user thing. Let super user can do this one. Home applause I am going, and then I say linux samples. And now if I say f1 dot text. Okay, so now we will change actually. So change mode, not change mode, ownership. Okay, change owner, f1 dot text. Okay, so to which it want actually critic. Okay, so we have the username critic, so not permitted. Okay, you need to just say sudo. So now if you see this one. Okay, l1 minus l f1 dot text, you can see. Okay, what happened? Oh, linux samples only we have modified. Okay, so but here it is access rights. Okay, so I'll just go to linux sample, and then I say f1 dot text. You can see here this got changed actually. Okay, so if you want change whatever the like no group. Okay, so you can say change group. Okay, then I am changing the group actually. Okay, so if you see this one, both are changing. Okay, and if you see this one f2 dot text, instead of that you can do that one in one shot. I say change owner. Okay, so whatever new owner you want, you can have the new owner name, and then whatever the file. Okay, so here if you see this one, oh, this is not f1, right? This is for f2. Okay, so I say f2. Okay, so now if you see f2, you can see this one, it got changed actually. And after that remaining things will apply the same. Okay, so this is like no, this you can explore more on that. Okay, so this is change owner, change group, and that's what we have seen actually. Okay, so change owner, change group, and symbolic link, that is the next session. Okay, then, so I hope you have enjoyed the session. So like no little, this one is little like extensive and all that, so please explore more on that. And happy working actually. Okay, so if you have any question, get back to me. And hope like no, you can Google, and if you have any problem, just Google and try to see. If you are not able to do, just you can mail back. I can see my time and I'll try to give certain inputs or clarify your doubts. Okay then. So bye for now. We'll see in the next session. Bye for now.